UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is currently in the midst of a very awkward first visit to the White House since the Trump administration took over. The first awkward clash was between Starmer and Vance, who promptly called him out for attempting to kill off free speech in the UK.
Look, I said what I said, which is that we do have, of course, a special relationship with our friends in the UK and also with some of our European allies, but we also know that there have been infringements on free speech that actually affect not just the British. Of course, what the British do in their own country is up to them, but also affect American technology companies and by extension American citizens. So that is something that we'll talk about today at lunch.
We've had free speech for a very, very long time in the United Kingdom, and it will last for a very, very long time. Well, no, I mean, certainly we wouldn't want to reach across US citizens, and we don't, and that's absolutely right. But in relation to free speech in the UK, I'm very proud of our history there.
We discussed all this.
English commentators like Dan Wooten applauded Vance for his courage, saying Keir Starmer just lied to the world's media in front of Donald Trump and Vance. Grandmas are in jail for Facebook posts. And outspoken English commentator Katie Hopkins agreed, saying, "Dear Donald Trump, when you do the handshake with the pathetic Keir Starmer, can you snap his wrist? Might stop him from being a wanker for a few days." Starmer was also visibly nervous first shaking hands with Trump, with eagle-eyed commentators pointing out the vastly different body language between the pair.
Ready, close. Ready, shut. Yes, we can. We can. We will. Thank you.
This commentator said, "Whatever you think of Trump, there's no denying his control. Trump is confident and strong. Starmer looks nervous and limp in comparison." Starmer also had some choice words for the media, which Trump had to interject and shut down.
You mentioned Canada. I think you're trying to find a divide between us that doesn't exist. We're the closest of nations, and we had very good discussions today, but we didn't discuss Canada.
Thank you. Please.
And English commentators cringed at Starmer's attempt to suck up to Trump.
It's an invitation for a second state visit. This is really special. This has never happened before. This is unprecedented. And I think that just symbolises the strength of the relationship between us. So this is a very special letter. I think the last state visit was a tremendous success. His Majesty the King wants to make this even better than that. So this is truly historic, an unprecedented second state visit. He wants to talk that through with you.
And that says at Windsor. That's
Yes.
really something.
Yes. What I haven't got yet is your answer. I do need to.
The answer is yes.
This commentator said, "Is it just me, but Keir Starmer's creeping and grovelling is making me feel nauseous and sick. Has there ever been a more two-faced man than Starmer, really? Surprised the Donald is falling for it." Starmer's stroking of Trump's ego has been labelled as hypocritical, as the Prime Minister has been less than kind about him in the past.
Don't underestimate the danger to the world if Trump is re-elected this time around. I'm anti-Trump.
Trump and Starmer's meetings resembled that of frenemies, with many supportive words shared between them, as well as splatters of backhanded compliments in a bizarre power play between the two leaders.
If they need help, I'll always be with the British, okay? I'll always be with them. But they don't need help. You look at their career, you have done very well over the years, haven't you?
We have. I'm very proud of our country. And but we've also always been there backing each other up between our two countries. That is why this is the greatest alliance for prosperity and security I think the world has ever seen. Whenever necessary, we've absolutely backed each other up, and that's at the core.
Could you take on Russia by yourselves?
Well,
all right, one or two more.
And finally, Trump wasn't going to be pushed to reveal any definite decisions on tariffs, preferring to take a light-hearted approach to the issue.
Thank you. Mr. President, did our Prime Minister persuade you not to put tariffs on the UK? And if I may, Prime Minister, do you think that Vladimir Putin is a man who will keep his word? Thanks.
He tried. He was working hard, I'll tell you that. He earned whatever the hell they pay him over there. But he tried. I think there's a very good chance that in the case of these two great friendly countries, I think we could very well end up with a real trade deal where the tariffs wouldn't be necessary. We'll see. But he earned whatever they pay him. He earned today. He was working hard at lunch, and I'm very receptive to it. I think in all fairness, in all seriousness, I think we have a very good chance at arriving at a very good deal. JD and Scott and Howard, all the people are working on it, and I think we have a good chance at arriving at a deal that could be terrific, really terrific for both countries. Okay? Thank you.